Is someone you care about offended at you? Hello, I'm Eddie Lawrence, and here's today's devotional thought. Proverbs 18:19 says, "A brother offended is harder to win than a walled city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle." So this is a pretty simple proverb that has a profound impact on our lives. A brother offended is harder to win than a walled city. Isn't it interesting that sometimes it's the people that you may care the most about and love the most that you can become the most offended at? Now, why is that? Well, I kind of think is the depth of the love, the depth of the offense. Sometimes it's because of the betrayal, or I can't believe that knowing I love you that much, you would do this to me, or that you would cause this to happen. And so it's like the wound goes a little deeper. It's interesting that when Jesus was teaching about forgiveness, and Peter said, "Lord, how often shall I forgive my brother when he offends me? Just 7 times?" And Jesus said 70 times 7. But interesting, Peter said, "When my brother offends me." Usually it's a family member, a relative, a close friend, a close work associate. Those offenses seem to sting more, go deeper, and linger longer if we're not careful. And this proverb reminds us that a brother offended is harder to win than a walled city. In other words, the walls of distrust come up, and that trust is not there. You begin to notice their distance. They're not wanting to talk. They ignore you. And sometimes it can be an all-out emotional, verbal brawl. So we have to guard our hearts against that. And that's the reason I think Jesus teaches us to go quickly. If you know your brother has an offense, you go make it right and pray. And Paul says, live at peace with all men as much as it lies within you. You keep your door open. And if there's a slam shut, just keep yours open, keep praying, keep loving. But most of all, walk in forgiveness. Contentions are like a walled city. I recently did a devotion about strife and similar thing. Contentions are like a walled city. You become imprisoned in a bunch of contention and strife. You don't want that. So let's have the fruit of the Spirit in our life. Let's love people. Let's forgive them. Let's not keep a long laundry list of offenses and grudges. Keep our hearts pure. You'll be blessed for that. Other people will too. Amen. Thanks for hanging out with me today, liking, coming in, and sharing the post. Have a good one. Blessings.